So we're going to go turn the water on for the outdoor shower slash sink to clean some dishes. It's a little unusual, so I thought I'd create a video so everyone can learn how we do our dishes here. So I'm going up near the welcome kiosk where you turn the water on. And you always got to make sure to turn it off too, just in case there's a leak. Well, as you'll see, there are leaks up or down by the faucet. Okay, we're up by the welcome kiosk now. Parking's over here. And you come to the kiosk, do what you need to do, but if you're coming to turn the water on down in the downstairs shower slash bathroom, here's what you do. Make sure this yellow handle's all the way up. That's going to turn the water on. And then sometimes that might be on the off position. You want to make sure it's on, because then the water is going down the hose. So we're going to walk back down and I'll show you the setup down there. So go down to the treehouse, and then when you're almost to the stairs, you take a sharp right. And that'll take you to the outdoor shower. I may be changing this setup soon. I have some new ideas that I'm starting to implement. But for now, this will help folks figure out the shower and the sink and the tub. So when you come down, this should be off. Sometimes it's left on, but typically it'll be off. And so what you do is just turn this red knob to the left to turn it on, and you'll hear everything turn on. This in here is showing you that it's heating. There's propane, it's heating the water. I like to start out with minimum for the water and minimum for the gas, because it can be a little hot sometimes. So there's not much water coming out now, as you can see. So I'll turn the water up a little bit, turn the gas up a little bit. That's pretty good. So our most recent gas left a bunch of dishes to clean. Smelled like they cooked some bacon, which honestly isn't my favorite because it leaves a terrible smell. I like to eat bacon, but anyway, you can cook bacon. It just maybe bring the cook stove outside would be better ideal situation. So anyway, I have all these dishes left from these guests. I request that people clean like their dishes and just leave everything tidy. Those are kind of my only two rules. But recently we've had a few guests that have left a bit of a mess. So I thought I'd make this video to kind of show people how to clean your dishes, because it is a little unusual. So I'm going to flip this around, I think. So I think this will work. So we got the spray, we have a sink here, and so it's just, pretty much like a regular sink now. So the reason it's really helpful to have someone clean the dishes is because Abby, who helps me clean a lot of the time, she has a busy day and she has only so much time to give here. And so sometimes it just makes it really stressful are really difficult, really stressful for her and me, or really difficult for her to have it ready in time for the next people. And then that's not nice for the next people. So I really try to ask minimally of my guests, because it's vacation. This is a place to relax. But if you choose to cook or use the dishes, I'm happy to have you do it. I just really ask that you clean them. So it's really not bad out here. It is harder in the treehouse because there's cold water and it's not running water. So whereas here we have running water. So it is difficult to do it in there, and I get that. But this is an option for the summer and warmer months when this bathroom is open. And then in the winter months, I'm actually changing the sink that's in the bathroom in the house, because it's just a regular bathroom sink. It's hard to clean dishes in there because they're so narrow and little and shallow and a weird shape. So anyway, I'm going to put a better sink in there so we can do dishes, because right now I'm renting the house out long term, so we can't really access the kitchen sink. It's just, so anyway, overall it's super helpful to do the dishes, and I really appreciate it. And I'm pretty generous with my reviews, but if you don't do the dishes, I'm definitely gonna count it in your review. Seems like it's, just people would do it, but maybe they're in a rush, I have had people send me a message and apologize, and they had to, they couldn't for one reason or another. But just to do it feels a little icky. So let's see, hold on. The other thing we have, and I really appreciate when people do this, is to compost. So let me just show you. So I'm going to put the clean dishes in here, and then I did bring towels out to dry them. So like in this right now, there's like some of the silk from corn, which made me think of the compost. So a lot of people, I think, aren't used to composting, but it's something we think is really important, and we are very avid composters here. There's a few reasons, there's many reasons, but some of the more immediate and practical reasons are because if you put food in the trash, it can attract bears or raccoons or mice, flies, and it's just really gross. We don't produce a lot of trash, so generally, even with the guests, generally I only have to empty the trash once a month, like to bring it to be disposed of. That's how we do it here too, is most people will bring their trash to a transfer station. So if I do that once a month and there's food in the trash, it's like gross. So I actually end up, if someone throws food in the trash, I usually do it more quickly. But I would prefer not to have to do that as often, because there's other things I'd rather spend my time doing, like making improvements here. So yeah, and it's just gross. It really So, and we have a wonderful composting system. It's like really, I use my tractor and turn it, and there's these big bays. Like, I have a really good composting system. So don't be shy about composting. Although I will say the bags, or the compostable like takeout bags and things like that, they're kind of, they're not designed for home composting. So I don't want you to compost those. Which then brings to recycling. Most people recycle. Some people aren't. And that's really important to us too. And some people might argue, oh, they don't really recycle it. They throw it all away. Well, you know what? I'd rather take the chance that they do recycle it. And it's not any more difficult to do it that way. There's that basket that I just showed you that goes, that's underneath the sink in the treehouse. And just throw your recycling in there. It's single stream, they call it. So we don't have to separate them. And yeah, it's just, if you put it in the basket, that's super great. What else about the waste? That might be it. You know, like I said, when you leave, just leave things tidy, leave it. Oh, I gotta scrub this a little bit more. Where did I put the scrubby? There it is. And some people, there is a grill. That's, I guess, another thing to know. There's a grill, so if you use that, I really don't love when people use, sometimes people will buy, what do you call it, like the lighter fluid, or the fluid, grill fluid, charcoal fluid. And I don't love that either, because it's kind of like, you know, we're right by a stream. I don't want to be introducing you know, petroleum chemicals into the stream. So, sorry, I have to fix this little thing. I have one more pot that I have to clean still. Anyway, so you're welcome to use the grill. I supply all the materials for the grill and the fire pit. Just try not to use, please, like I said, petroleum products. I do provide fire starters and kindling and paper. And I know it is actually hard to start a fire in Vermont because it's just so wet here. Oops, sorry, I'm showing you cleavage here. Didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to fix this. But it's not working very well. Okay, I'll come back to that. This I'm not excited about either. Kind of, you know what, I need to go get rid of this bacon grease. I don't want to just dump that in the woods. I'll be back. There's a little plug here for that. So it's rustic. And then, you know, turn this off. I just turned it. Well, I guess not all the way. Hold on. So I turned this off. Then you go back up to the welcome kiosk.